Good job on your quest. We got 15 minutes to talk about GCF and a little bit of grouping. So I left you with these yesterday. And the GCF goes in front of the bracket. So you take the GCF of the first two terms. Start with the smallest number, 5. It's either 5 or lower. Go through the factors from highest to lowest. So 5 is a factor. You cannot take a P or a Q out here. So that's the GCF. There's no P or Q in this term, so you can't take a P out of each one. So now there's two ways of doing this. You can divide both by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3 PQ. And negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 1. Or you can just ask yourself 5 times what equals 15 PQ and 5 times what equals negative 5. Either way you want it, that's good. Next is don't take a 2 out. So the other thing is you can distribute and see if you get these terms. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're right. Because if you take a 2 out of here, then you're going to get the same terms, but you didn't take the GCF. The GCF is what? 4. Good job. And 4 times what equals 8C, 2C, and 4 times what equals 12D plus 3D. I check. Thumbs, nods. Backflip. Good job, Joe. He did a backflip with his desk. That is skill. Bravo. All right, so let's do these guys, and then you're going to have 2 on your own. I'm taking the GCF of each term, so I'm going to take a 5. Can I take an x out? Yeah, lowest exponent of x is 1x. So that's the first thing you do. These are going to be the questions on your test. Mainly, you have to know what to do when it says factor a binomial or factor a trinomial. And the thing you do is you take the GCF out and then you write back brackets because that's what it means, create brackets. Factor means create brackets. And then you divide everything by 5x if you want to do it this way. So you have 2 x's, you took 1 x, you have 1 left. Negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. You took the x's out, you have 1 y left. And negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. The x's cancel, you have a zebra left, even though that looks kind of like 42. I need your important information page tomorrow. All right, I feel like using a black marker. Okay, biggest number here is 2. Can I take any A's out? Do they all have A's? Yep. What else do they all have? A B. Okay, nothing else. So take a 2AB out. The other way you can do this is just go 2AB times what equals 4. So 2 times what equals 4? 2. I have an AB out, so there's a C left. 2 times what equals negative 2, so that should be a negative 1. I took an AB out, so I have a D left. And lastly, 2 times 4E equals 2AB times 4E equals 8ABE. 8AB. Abe Simpson. You know him? He doesn't know him. He's probably outside the window right now. Look. Actually, is he up there? I don't think he is. Got Homer. Got the policeman. And looks like there's a clown. Okay. Bart's my favorite. I admit it. Let's start this one together. What do you think you do for A? Probably don't even have to teach you it. Yes, sir? Yeah, let's collect like terms and then realize it's still a factor question, okay? And then the 7s cancel. So this one, I did it again. Is that positive or negative? Does that subtract? Is that negative 2x squared? Yeah. Okay, and then negative 2x plus 8 is 6x. Okay, so go ahead and factor this. The rest of that, 2-stepper, and do this one as well, please. Start with the smallest number, go from the highest factor to the lowest factor, and take the smallest exponent out. Okay. Here we go. Take out a 3 or a 6. What's the GCF? 3 or 6? They both look right. Good. Smallest number. X squared or x? They both look right. What is it? X. Smallest exponent. Good. If you divide that by 3x, you get x. If you divide that by 3x, you get 2. We get x plus 2 in the brackets. So how you say this is 3x times x plus 2. Everyone say 3x times x plus 2? Good. Might as well say that properly, since you're all going to be math teachers. Yes. Best job in the world. I am very happy. I think I even told you this when you walked in. But all 3 of my kids won their cross-country meet, which makes me so happy because that means my daughter Ocean, grade 6, and Island in grade 5, beat all the boys. Woo! Girls rule. Okay, sorry. Oh, I'm even taking that. How about that? Okay, 24. No, 24 times nothing equals 60. Don't just assume, 24 times 3 is 72. So next factor of 24 is bigger, 12. Does 12 times something equal 60? If you don't know it, punch in your calculator, because yes, it does. 12 times 5 equals 60. And then smallest exponent. This one I'm going to do this way. 12 times what equals 24? I had 3 x's. I took 2 out. There we go. And then for this one, 12 times what equals negative 60? Negative 5. I had 2 x's. I took 2 out. So I don't need any more. When I distribute that, do I get this and this? Yup, yup. As long as I take the GCF out, it's going to be full marks. All right, speaking of the Simpsons, homework work. Ha ha. Okay, dad jokes of the rage. Is this page, or why am I extending it? This page and this page. Now it's homework up to grouping. So that's for tonight. Please get her done. And let's go to page 24 and start our next. So go ahead and do this one on your own. A. Stop! What are you doing? Don't distribute and collect by terms. It says factor. Don't get rid of brackets. You have to create brackets. Even though this is what you've done for 12, 15 months, you have always distributed that and then collect by terms. You don't do that when it says factor. Can anyone see anything that's exactly the same, aka a greatest common factor? See it? What's exactly the same? Okay, close. But there's an even bigger one. I know what you mean. What looks exactly the same? Come on, you guys are thinking of it. Yep. Good try. Which is? Good. You can take an x plus 7 out. That's a GCF common binomial that you can take out just like we took a 3 out of this one. Okay, so we're going to take out an x plus 7, keep it in the brackets. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. And whatever is not x plus 7, which I call the leftovers, you put into the second bracket, but don't forget the sign. So you write down 4x subtract 3. Fun! But need to know this for decomp and grouping. So this is the last step of grouping and decomp. It's very important that you take that common binomial out and then just write down whatever is not x plus 7 in the second bracket. Capiche? Let's do one more. Thank you. One more top of the next page. What's the common binomial, everyone? Good. Take out an x plus 7. And whatever is not x plus 7, right into the second bracket. So 4x subtract 3. Your turn to do British Columbia. Go ahead, and these take very short time. Did you have a question, Bill? No, you had your hand up.
Oh, yeah.
True story. Girls room. Nope. Okay, this one, take out a 3, subtract 2y binomial. And then what's left over is the arrows, so 7 plus 2y. And the last one's a little harder. Take out I like that double fist bump, good job. 4a plus 1. And what's left over is a 9a plus 1. You got to put a 1 here. There's an imaginary 1 here. So plus 1, so that's a little trickier than the last ones. Good, good, good. Go right on. Keep on moving. Go ahead and do the first step. For that guy, continuing to practice taking out GCF binomials from the polys. The leftover part is 5x plus 1, sorry, 5y plus 1 plus 4y. And now there's one more step. What do you think you have to do? Yeah, plus 1. And then you have to add the 5 yo-yos with the 4 yo-yos. So 9y plus 1. You betcha. So 3y plus 2 times 9y plus 1. That's how you say it. Everyone say that for me. Not 3y plus 2 times 9y plus 1. No, don't say bracket, say times. Good job, perfect. Awesome. That was fun for you. Okay, go ahead and do B and do the same thing. Perfectly. Leftovers 3a subtract 9. Everything once you divide by subtract 6. That's why you have that. That's the leftover part. Now, this one's not done because you have to factor inside the brackets if you can. Usually you can't, but in this case, you can take a 3 out. Okay, do you see how that becomes 3a subtract 9? So that's just the stuff we did on the previous page. Take a 3 out, and then I'm just going to bring the a subtract 6. You can forget there's another binomial there. Okay, so that's the final answer. Completely factor each bracket. This would be the perfect answer on multiple choice. If it said numeric response, how many factors was there? There is 3 factors. 1, 2, 3. So write that down. There's 3 factors. Each bracket is a factor. Each number out front is a factor of that. One more concept that we're going to get to somehow. And it is this concept. If it's 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, you can just switch them and it makes no difference. However, if it's 4 subtract 6 and 6 subtract 4, 1 equals negative 2 and 1 equals positive 2. Can't you see on the whiteboard, boss got it, people? Anyways, I better write that here as well. If you have 1 subtract 11, 11 subtract 1, 1 is negative 10, 1 is positive 10. Okay, the difference is there's a negative sign difference. So if you have something subtraction that is reversed, you have to change the sign before it. Okay, so you can flip these as long as you change the sign, and that will make the 10 equal to negative 10. Okay, I might need an extra minute of class time, so just keep writing, please. So this question, you change the plus 5 to subtract 5, and then you just switch this so these brackets are exactly the same, which they are not right now. And then you take out the common binomial, x subtract 5, and then write down whatever is not x subtract 5 in the second bracket. Okay? Go ahead and do this one. Or maybe you do have 30 seconds to do this one. You want to do it or you want me to do it? You do it. Go, 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 go. If it rings, I'll just pick up with that tomorrow. So you can see that these aren't exactly the same, so change the sign and reverse that bracket. Go, 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 go. We got 10, 9, 8. Plus 4, and then x subtract 3. Take out the x subtract 3. And this one, you have to do one more step. You have to take a 4 out of here. Okay, so take a 4 out. Thank you for staying 10 extra seconds. I appreciate it. And so that's the final answer. Appreciate it. God bless an awesome day. Ha, ha, ha.